Okay, so we finally have the English translations for chapter 165 of One Punch Man, and I didn't think I can get more hyped than I already was when I just read the raw scans, but was I proven wrong? This, like, man, like, the stuff that happens in here, now having more context to it, just makes it so much better. So let's get right into it, guys. So the chapter starts out with the narrator basically explaining Garl's insane ability to copy and absorb any technique and make it his own instantly. And all this, like, accumulation of different techniques that he's learned has culminated into what's called the all-life eradication fist. And immediately, he just gives Saitama this huge, like, energy-filled punch called nuclear fission and causes this gigantic atomic burst. And this explosion is so powerful that it starts knocking back all the people on the mainland, just like with the sheer shockwave from it. And in the distance, we actually see that Psychos is still alive and kind of close by watching this all happen. Now, I don't know if this means that we're going to be getting Psychos versus Fubuki, you know, the ultimate waifu battle, like we did in the webcomic, but, you know, at least we know at this point that she's still alive and, you know, she's still kind of part of the story, I'm assuming. And one of my favorite parts of this entire chapter is that we get this animated panel by Murata. It looks so awesome. It just adds to the intensity of everything. And I've never seen something like this in a manga before, but I want to keep seeing it. It's so great. Of course, with all this craziness going on, Saitama's not fazed at all, and he's mostly just worried about his outfit getting all messed up. And Garl kind of berates him about it. He's like, dude, are you seriously just worried about your outfit? To which Saitama just kind of says, like, whatever, man. And Garl goes on to explain that in martial arts, there are techniques that borrow the power of nature by imitating the movements of living things. But he calls them modes because it sounds way cooler, which, you know, is debatable, but whatever. Anyways, moving on. And he says, for example, how's this one? Mode Saitama. And then you just see, like, a reflection of Saitama's face over his cosmic face. And Saitama's like, what the hell? And honestly, same Saitama, because I don't know what the heck is going on. Because he just starts throwing consecutive normal punches at Saitama, and Saitama starts dishing them right back, and they start going blow for blow, and it doesn't seem like either side's letting up. Now, we all know that Saitama is never going to lose, but it's always fun to see, like, you know, a new opponent fight him and push him to a new level that we haven't seen before, and hopefully this is where this is leading. And he gives Saitama, like, one huge crack to the face that sends him straight into the ocean. And as he comes back up, Garl starts saying that they're basically evenly matched at this point, but Garl's technique is way better, so eventually he's going to surpass him as time goes on. And Saitama basically just ignores this and goes on about how, you know, he told Terio that he wasn't going to hurt him. But Garl's like, you know, are you seriously just still worried about that kid? And he says, that reminds me, I said I would show that brat how powerless heroes are, didn't I? And we see him start, like, charging up, and the ball of energy starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's called the all-life eradication fist, gamma ray burst. And then he just releases it, and we see this, like, huge explosion of energy going in two different directions. And he's literally performing a gamma ray burst like you would see in space, which blows Saitama straight back. And we actually don't see what happens to Saitama, because we cut right back to the mainland where all the heroes are. And Flashy Flash and My Mask are having, you know, back and forth about why the heck he has a monster with him. And to which Flashy Flash is like, he's an exotic animal. And they get interrupted by Garl, like, crashing into the earth and just standing all before them. And they're all looking, like, super shocked and scared. And the narration says, at that moment, all the heroes present knew beyond a doubt that the source of that massive explosion of energy was this monster. And I mean, that's just, like, the ominous feeling that narration gives is, like, insane. Like, you just see, like, the aura coming off of him. It's so cool. So Garl goes on to, like, look up at the sky and say thank you, to which bang, it says, Garo, is that you? And they kind of just start having this back and forth about, you know, what the heck happened to him, basically. And he goes back to the point where Garo was about to accept God's power when he slaps his hands away and actually denies it, of course in, like, Garo fashion, saying, like, screw you, I don't need it. But then God basically says, you know, you touched my hand anyway, so you're getting the power whether you like it or not. And he goes to thank Bang for basically teaching him everything he knows, and he says he's truly grateful. And then Garo says, from here on out, what I do is of my own free will. And Bang says, Garo, what are you going to do? To which Garo just basically says, sorry, Tario, this is goodbye. And then we get the infamous panel where he says, time to conduct evil. Finally. Everyone knows that in the webcomic, like, this was such an awesome moment, and this is like right before Garo goes on to completely destroy the S-Class heroes, so maybe this is gonna happen again in this version, because, you know, all the S-Class heroes are shown to be there, but I mean, he took care of them before he got this massive buff, so I mean, there has to be something else that goes on between that and when Saitama comes back. Will it be Blast and Boros and his team showing up to kind of give him a run for his money too? That would be amazing, but I mean, at this point, this seems kind of unlikely. But nonetheless, this chapter was completely insane, if not just for that final panel where he says time to conduct evil. That crap gave me chills, man. Like, I don't know about you guys, I don't know if I sound like a nerd here, but like, you know, being someone that read the webcomic way back and waiting for this to finally happen, it's just a dream come true. But that's it for today, guys. If you liked the video, please let me know in the comment section what you think of this chapter. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and hit notifications, because I am a new channel and any support at this point is greatly appreciated. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.